things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. On second down, it's Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. This is Cohen, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 25 on second down, Trubisky throwing right, and that's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So from the 36 now, first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now Trubisky on third and long. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the night, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Vincent Smith, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Alert. Do. Alert. Hey, wahoo. Check right 54. Lights 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Watch twist. Hey, alert. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Past the 20. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now it's Trubisky. And got his man complete. And touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go!
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Number 47.
Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Alpha. 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert. Alert. Check. Cross.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 56. Let's go. Defense. Kill.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here we go. Line 8. 55. If you don't get this, boy, you think you gonna get this? Hey, kill. 26, check 26. Mike, 26.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
47. Don't be scared of it. Joker, 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 Joker. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got Echo. Bang. Go, get out there, Bang, bang. Check 26.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Robert Quinn showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Check 56. Tighten up.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Get up! 180! Mike 5-4. Push him back. Push him back.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.